and welcome to India Bet. Today we're going to look at the first day match between the Kings 11 Punjab and the Chennai Super Kings. Now, the Kings 11 are outsiders at 6-4 with William Hill, while, as you might expect, Chennai at 4-7 Bet 365. And you can see why that is. Chennai are on a blistering run of form. They've just beaten Delhi, they've beaten the Kolkata Knight Riders, and they've beaten the Rajasthan Royals, and they've put themselves in the top four. They've been shaky this season. You know, obviously, it was reigning champs. People have been disappointed by their start to the season, but they've been putting in solid performance of late. They've won their last three. The last one they lost against the Mumbai Indians, who are also just playing unbelievably well. It's difficult to see past Chennai. The Kings 11 are outside of it. The Kings 11 are only 2 points behind Chennai, and 6-4 isn't a bad price. I mean, they've been playing well. And people like Michael Hussey and Mandeep Singh have the capacity to bat. They let themselves down against Delhi on Tuesday. It was a poor innings from them, really. They lost wickets consistently throughout the innings, and that's why they posted a rather mediocre score against the Daredevils, which basically cannot be done. Delhi went on to win by an over, really. That's criminal. But what we did see was that the Kings 11 actually took a few wickets, and that we haven't seen so much this season. So Chennai need their openers to do well. I mean, there's going to be a really classic clash between the two Hussey brothers, David playing for Chennai and Michael Hussey playing for Chennai and David playing for the Kings 11. Both of whom are in incredibly good form with the bat. I mean, Michael Hussey is 10-3 with Sky Bet to top score for Chennai, and it's not a bad price, especially considering the Kings 11 lineup. You'd imagine that if Chennai are going to continue in the form they are, their front men are going to do the work. So Michael Hussey at 10-3 with Sky Bet doesn't seem too bad a bet. Lower down the order, if they do lose a few wickets, Dhoni at 7-1 with Lambrooks is also another good bet. He's consistently been batting very, very well, the wicket keeper for Chennai, and that's a great price, because if the top order do the job, he's unlikely to get a bat, and then you'll get your stake refunded, and then if he does get a bat, he goes for it hell for leather at the end of the innings and could knock up a 30 or 40 run tally. I'd say David Hussey, he's been playing amazing well. Kings 11 really relied on him yesterday. If it wasn't for Hussey, they'd have ended with a score of around 100, 110 if they were lucky. Hussey, powered them up to 138 or whatever it is they ended on. So, Hussey's huge. The Kings 11 are hugely reliant on David Hussey. He's far more important than his brother is to Chennai. Hussey at 7-2 with Lambrooks is a good bet. I'm surprised he's not shorter than 3-1 now. The last 3 or 4 games he's been hitting big scores for them. The other, again, Mandeep Singh. We're looking at Sean Marsh, for example, 3-1 to top score with Stan James, and he's just been out of touch. Yeah, he's an opener, and it's all well and good, but I could open for the Kings 11. I certainly wouldn't be the top run scorer. So I think you've got to kind of ignore those openers being, they're often too short priced and not good value. Mandeep Singh, however, should open 4-1 with Coral, very good bet. So I think there are a few bets in there. The games we played at Dara Bismillah. I haven't seen many matches played there before, so I wouldn't really want to make too much of a bold statement on how many runs will be scored. But it should be a cracking game. If Kings 11 want playoff, and why shouldn't they? They've been playing very well. They need to win this game. So I'd be happy with the 6-4, because I just don't like backing these favourites in the IPL. Anything can happen, as we've seen time and time again. 6-4 William Hill, Kings 11, not too bad a bet. Anyway, keep checking back India Bet for betting previews and odds, and we'll hope to see you soon. Cheers.